Hello everyone. Hints development or developing the hints is a topic included in the first unit of Communicative English. During the exam, this topic is asked in part B as an 8-mark question along with the reading comprehension passage or as a 16-mark question. This is one of the easiest questions you can expect during the exam. The only thing you need to have is a proper imagination. When you are able to imagine, you can easily develop the hints given into a readable passage. Plan and start writing. Keep a time schedule. For example, you need to complete this particular question within 5 to 7 minutes. What is the process of hints development? It is nothing but the expansion of hints, the words, the phrases given into a readable passage. Hints development is a topic most of you have already studied and practiced during your high secondary and are quite confident to do. But I know there are at least few students who may not have heard of this topic so far. For them who are learning this topic for the first time, I have few points to share. You have to follow them correctly in order to write a proper paragraph. First of all, read the hints or outline carefully and understand what it is all about. Look at the key points to know when, where, how the event has happened. Arrange the hints into two or three small paragraphs. Before you start writing, don't forget to give a suitable title. When you write, connect the ideas naturally using linking words. You can also add catchy phrases, proverbs, etc. Make sure that your conclusion is impressive. Don't worry if you are not able to write it perfectly in the beginning. You have all the rights to modify it and write a fair draft. Discard the old one as a rough draft. While writing a paragraph, it is important to use transition words or connecting words, so that the sentences will look connected. Transition words are used to connect the paragraph also to show continuity. Words which are used to connect sentences and paragraphs are as follows. To begin with, first, last, mainly, again, also, then, therefore, besides, namely, in contrast to, for example, the same time, in short, etc. That's all about the topic hints development. Next, you have an exercise which is already expanded. Let us see the hints first. You can read along with me. Develop the following hints into a readable passage and give a suitable title. A bee falls into a tank, a dove flies past, drops a large leaf into the water. The bee climbs on the leaf, flies away. A boy takes aim at the dove. The bee stings. The dove is saved. See the expansion. The title is Mutual Help. Once a bee went to a tank to quench its thirst. Unexpectedly, it fell into the tank. It almost drowned. A dove was passing that way. It saw the sinking bee. The dove desired to help the bee. It hurriedly flew to the nearby tree, plucked off a leaf, and dropped it into the water before the bee. The bee moved onto the leaf, dried its wings, and flew away. The bee was full of gratitude to the dove that had saved its life. A few days later, the bee was returning to its home at the end of the day. It saw a boy taking aim at a dove sitting upon the branch of a tree. The bee realized it was the same dove that saved its life. At once, the bee flew down and stung the boy on his wrist. The boy lost his aim and shouted in pain. The dove realized the danger it had been in and flew away. Thus, the bee showed its gratitude for the dove that saved its life. So you have come to the end of the expanded passage also. Hope you have understood the topic in detail and are ready to practice. You have a practice question now. One day, while returning home from college, your pocket was picked by a thief. You ran after the thief, and then a chain of events followed which were completely bizarre. Write a paragraph. It is meant to be a thrilling experience, so include anecdotes wherever befitting. Hope you will start writing an interesting passage or paragraph on this particular topic. Thank you.